too much fun. This is never going to end, is it?
I can't move.
You there, wet one. This one needs to speak to you. Welcome to Canarthi's Roost, friend. The hurricane must have been very disorienting. So many injured, confused. Keep your voice down. Try not to draw.
Razumdar is here on a mission of some delicacy. You are just what the Bandari ordered. Between your hands and Raz's good looks, we are certain to see.
First, a question. Where did you come from? Yes, lie with confidence. A straight face and a gleam in your eye. Well done. It is very good right now to fit in. Your sudden arrival, it does not fit in, you understand? You should not. You should trust your instincts. Leave if you wish. No one will stop you. Or, come with Raz and do what you can to help us recover. In the process, because you are no soldier, which is useful. You can speak with the locals, assure them we are not invaders or marauders. Now come, let us try to fit in. Commander Karen, a moment. This recruit survived the shipwreck without injuries. You mentioned something about the shattered shoals, yes?
Steps forward, 2 steps back.
I can't feel my legs.
Glad you're up and about, recruit. I'm in need of a scout to head to Shattered Shoals. Most of our fleet foundered to the west. but we've had few survivors trickle in. We captured a sea viper spying on the camp. Those pirates never travel alone. Find out if they're around Shattered Shoals, and if so, what they're doing on this island. Of course, you should assist any shipwreck survivors you find. We must each do our part. Before you head to Shattered Shoals, speak with Eelsil. He just returned from exploring a nearby temple. That wizard claims to know something about everything, so he may have insight on how these sea vipers...
Ilsil is this way.
So much to do, so little time.
Ilsil, this recruit wishes to speak with you.
I'm filled with dread.
Marvelous, isn't it? We'll have to construct a special room for the Morning Stone when we bring it back to the Mages Guild. I'm sorry, did you need something? Yes, the Temple of the Morning Springs is an old Khajiit ruin not far from here. We excavated the Morning Stone from one of the chambers. As you can see, its supply of water appears endless. What do you mean, pirates? In an ancient Khajiit temple? Preposterous! All we saw were the undead warriors that overran... I have no idea. Actually, I have 12 ideas, but they're far less fascinating than the Morning Stone. Probably some sort of ancient curse. It usually is with these things. Arrogant sea elf pirates. To my recollection, they aren't known to raid Kanathi's roost. Oh, and they have a thing for snakes. But I'm sure we both have more...
We should speak privately. Before you depart, let's meet by the statues north of camp.
Strange winds blow lately. The air's full of salt and sorrow.
There, you see? You fit in and no one will stop you from walking away. Ilsil is most impressed with his newest bauble. But the undead are a threat to all of Kanathi's roost. If you want to, you could search the Temple of the Morning Springs, determine how to contain the dead there. Karaneth told you how the hurricane dashed the fleet into Kanathi's roost. Now the sea vipers are picking at the bones of our ships. Strange, yes? You could scout the coast, as the commander said. Oh, there's far less glamorous work to be done in Mistral, at the northern end of the island. Let's meet up there, after you've done what you decide to do. Until then...
Halt! Come no closer. Stop. Stay back. Heed my words. You endanger more than your life should you approach. A fool who paid the ultimate price for ambition. But I would see none fall as I did. You must leave. The book before you is cursed, as are its two siblings. Can't you hear? Then perhaps you're strong enough to resist their call. If you find them and bring them to the shrine, you might finish what I could not. Please, I beseech you. The books are a darkness that must be... The curse upon each tome is designed to feed souls to oblivion. But if you are able to resist their pull, you can collect the tomes and bring them to the shrine for their destruction. On the shores of Canarthi's Roost, beyond the town of Mistral. It is lit by an ever-burning flame. Should you collect all the tomes, bring them to the shrine without delay, no matter how...
Harder than expected. Let's see if it was worth it.
Now you die.
Not now, not ever.
Can any of you hear me? Where are you? You there. Have you seen my squad? We were all on the little Alkosh, part of the Dominion fleet sailing for Canarthy's Roost. Then a hurricane blew up out of nowhere. Sails tore, hulls cracked, and we were thrown into the ocean. I thought I heard one of them calling out, but the ocean twists up sounds. If they're wounded or pinned down, could you keep an eye out for my soldiers? They answer to Edelus, Onglon, and Nistet. I'm sure my squad made it to shore alive. Dominion Marines constantly defy the sea's attempts to drown us. The hurricanes are another matter. I fear my squad is banged up worse. Our ship's hold was packed full of an old Bosmer healing remedy. The labels say torchbug treacle, but Marines call it glow juice. The wreck scattered bottles across the beach must be what brought out the Aelids. Squat creatures made of teeth, claws, and endless hunger. I've heard their cries up and down the beach since I came to. Their sweet tooth is bigger than their walnut brains. I saw one of the stupid things swallow a whole bottle of blood. Good luck. Do me a favor.
Who are you? Were you part of the fleet? Alive? Good. That's good. Tastes like sandals boiled in mint perfume. But if it knits my ribs, I'll drink the whole bottle. Good. I'll find Sarge.
I lost a lot of friends in that storm. I saw her swept overboard in that damn storm. Held on to the rigging long as I could. But it's blow juice. Used to think this stuff was only good for practical jokes on snowy days. Hope they appreciate their good fortune when you...
Bless Ifra. I'm glad she's alive. Glow juice. By the gods, Lieutenant Gellin dragged me out of the water.
Turns out my squad were the ones who found me. Ever consider a career as a Dominion Marine? You'd make quite the scout. My squad said you...
What do you mean?
First, a hurricane blows out of nowhere and destroys our fleet. Then, an able-bodied Dominion Marine is captured and tortured to death. What else? Some kind of sacrifice? This is too big for my squad to handle. We need reinforcements. Nistel spotted a beached ship nearby. It looks intact. We need to combine our forces and find who murdered Lieutenant Gellin. My squad and I need to pull his body out of that damn cave. Would you warn the sailors on that beached ship? They need to know it's... Wait. Take this. I found some glow juice while I was looking for my squad. But they're on the mend. You'll get you...
You want a slick-arsed sea viper or a cabbage-mouthed castaway? State your business with the crew of the Prowler. The hurricane killed hundreds of Marines. Why does it matter if one of them died in the cave? Oh. Well, the Prowler is like a hen in a wolf den until she's seaworthy again. Maybe your Marines can prove they're more than two-legged cargo in shiny armor. If they pitch in, I'll consider reinforcements. Lay up, and I'm sure they'll be as useful as they were in the hurricane. Should they care to prove otherwise, they're welcome to do actual work patching leaks in the Prowler's hold. Maybe they can locate a replacement helmsman's wheel in all this wreckage. Oh, and our Sunsighter. It must have fallen overboard when we beached. Our lookout saw those skink-fingered pirates make off with it. You'll have to get the Sunsighter. Sure, talking's easier than working. Barnacles on the arse. They're all sea elves. Malmer, they call themselves. Nothing more than pirates, if you ask me. Captain Jimala uses it to navigate. I could tell you how the sun and stars show the ship's the pride of the long coast. We'll sail for the Dominion as long as they pay us to raid. Joan and Jode, don't let the captain hear you say that. Pirates steal and pillage for themselves. We're privateers, so we do it for whoever pays us. Captain Jimala took over the Prowler a few years ago. She's smart, cunning, and deadly.
Land. Have we reached land? But the room still spins. The Prowler needed a cook, so I volunteered.
These aren't Dominion sailors. They're privateers. Just our luck. We'll show that old sea cat what Dominion Marines can do. Onglon is our best tracker. He can recover the Sunsider in no time. I almost pity the Sea Viper who's holding on to the Sunsider. Onglon will recover it soon enough. What else needs doing? It's time for that mangy privateer to make good on his promise. Maybe you should do the talking. I'll just rub it in.
We'll finish repairs by high tide. We've got to.
That was fast. All right. There's room on the Prowler for your Marine friends, as long as they work for their meals. I said I'd consider it. Captain Jimala is the only one who can make that call. Something you'll want to hear. You just made the Prowler seaworthy, and Captain Jimala always pays her debts. Go talk.
Due to your efforts, the Prowler is free to sail once the tide comes in. Those Marines did their part as well. I have no reinforcements, but I offer something better. I know. Our lookout watched the Sea Vipers drag a Dominion Marine into a cave. Later, he saw your friends remove the Marine's body. If we weren't so short-handed, I'd have ordered his rescue. But before we understood the danger, I sent my crew to scavenge among the shoals so we might repair the Prowler. We thought they disappeared, but one just returned. The Sea Vipers happened. Now there's a new storm brewing, and I fear they're the cause of it. Must...
The Sea Vipers are insane! They're trying to create another hurricane! Sir Verkvild and I were scavenging for a replacement helmsman's wheel when the Sea Vipers ambushed us. Those filthy Maormer dragged my mates up and tied them to these serpent-shaped statues. Then they started chanting. Yes, I'm sure of it. It was a terrible sight. The Sea Vipers were so caught up in the Maormer wore lodestones on their wrists. It let them ignore those lightning bonds, but I couldn't find any more, so I jumped off the ship.
vipers are insane!
They won't kill me today!
Sur and Werkwild returned just after the skies cleared up. They're a bit damp, but then we'll finish repairs and shove off at high tide. Oh, your marine friends fended off sea vipers while you rescued my crew. They're welcome aboard, as long as they want. Perhaps we'll see you at Mistral. You'll always have a place on the Prowler.
Yeah!